All right, good morning. For today, we will be doing selling price, cost price, and profit, and all questions related to percentages and other other calculations too. And so, before we begin, let's say this is our selling price. Yeah, this is our cost price, and then this is our profit. Are we okay? Okay. Then this is our profit. Now, assuming Opanka is a seller. Is a seller. Now I went. Opanka always buys his tomatoes from the farmer. So from the farmer, and so when Opanka goes to buy the tomatoes from the farmer, maybe Opanka buys it at 20 Ghana cedis. Now when Opanka comes to the market, Opanka sells to customers at 30 Ghana cedis. Okay. So if you look at it, you realize that Opanka makes a profit of 10 cedis. Opanka makes a profit of what? Of 10 cedis. And how did we get this 10 cedis? It was the selling price minus the cost price. That was how we got our 10 cedis. So 30 minus 20 is equal to 10. And so always selling price minus the cost price will give you the profit. Are you okay? Good. So selling price minus the cost price will give you the profit. Good. And so let's take this example. Assuming you go to the market, and then, or let's say Opanka sells goods at 120 at 120 Ghana cedis, or let's say at 12,000 Ghana cedis. He makes a profit. He makes a profit of 20% on these goods. How much did he buy? How much did he buy these goods? And so Opanka, right, and so Opanka sells goods at 12,000 Ghana cedis. He makes a profit of 20% on these goods. How much did he buy the goods? Now I want you to look at this example. Opanka is a seller. He sold the goods at this, and then when he sold it at this price, he enjoyed a profit of 20%. So the question is asking you, how much did he buy the goods? Now I want you to understand that always our cost price. So now they're asking you to find the cost price. Always our cost price is equal to 100%. Always our cost price is equal to 100%. Our selling price is equal to the 100% plus, if there's any profit, you add the profit to it. If you enjoy the profit, you add the profit to it. But if he sold it at a loss, or if he sold it and then he didn't make any profit but he made a loss, it is 100% minus the loss. Are you okay? Minus the loss. Now if you look at this question, you realize that when he sold it, he made a profit. And so you say, okay, our cost price is equal to 100%. Our selling price is equal to 120%. Please, I hope we all understand. Okay, good. So now what is our cost price? We don't know. So let's represent X with cost price. So let X be our cost price, right? All right, so good. Let's X be our cost price. Now let's do this question so simple. So our cost price X is equal to 100% because you say all cost price is 100%. Now our selling price, it says that when we look at the question, it says our selling price is 12,000. So 12,000 is equal to 120%. Please, I hope you all get it. Good. So we just do simple cross multiplication. Just do simple cross multiplication. So 100% times this. So when you multiply 100% and 100% times 12,000, you get 12,000. So 12,000 equals, when you multiply 120% times x, you get 1.2x. So cross multiply. 1.2. So you divide both sides by 1.2. Divide both sides by 1.2. So at the end of the day, you get x to be 10,000. And so our cost price is 10,000 Ghana cedis. Our cost price is what? Is 10,000 Ghana cedis. Okay. Now let's look at this question. Opanka sold a machine. Sold a machine at a loss of 40%. If he sold it at 60,000 Ghana cedis, find the cost price. Now if you look at this question, we have our selling price and we have our loss percentage, right? We have our loss percent, and so we code the formula. So now we've been asked to find the cost price, and so the cost price is always 100%, and the selling price. Now if you look at this, we say we make a loss, so it will be 100% minus the 40%. All right, good. Now so we've been asked to find the cost price, so let x be cost price. So x equal to 100%. Our selling price is 60,000, right? So 60,000 is equal to 100 minus 40, 60%. Because I hope you understand this side. Good. So we just cross multiply. And so 100% times 60,000 is 60,000. So 60,000 is equal to 60% times x is equal to 0.6x is equal to 0.6x. So we divide both sides by 0.6. Divide both sides by 0.6. Okay. So 60,000 divided by 0.6, you get 100,000. So x equal to 100,000. So it means that Opanka bought the machine at 100,000, but he sold it at 60,000. So he made a loss. Waboka, you get it? Yeah. He bought the machine at 100,000. Then he sold it at 60,000. It means Waboka. You get it? Now let's look at another question. Okay. Opanka bought a machine. Bought a machine at 30,000. He sold it at a profit of 30%. Find the selling price. Find the selling price. Alright, so if you look at this, you realize that we have our cost price because they told us how much he bought it. So that is our cost price. So this is our cost price, this is our profit percentage. So we have to find the selling price, right? So now we don't know the selling price. So let x be the selling price, right? Good. So our cost price, so 30,000 is always equal to 100% because I told you cost price is always 100%. Good. Now selling price, we don't know our selling price. And we know that they made a profit of 30%, so it will be 130%, right? Alright, so let's just do cross multiplication. So we just do our cross multiplication. So 100% times x is x, is 1x. So we take x. So x is equal to 30,000 times 130%. 30,000 times 130%. Please don't forget the percentage. Times 130% is 39,000. 39,000. And so the selling price, is 39,000. Simple. Very, 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 very simple. Very, 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 very simple. Okay, let's look at another question. Opanka made a loss of 45% on a printer he bought for 70,000 Ghana cedis. Find how much he sold the printer. So Panka made a loss of 45% on a printer he bought for 70,000 Ghana cedis. Find how much he sold the printer. Now, if you look at this one, always I said make your cost price is always 100%, right? So now, what is our cost price here? Do you have any cost price? Yeah, 70,000. So our cost price is 70,000. So 70,000 is equal to 100%, right? Good. Now we've been asked to find the selling price. We don't know the selling price, so we say let x be our selling price. So x is equal to, now we made a loss, and so we can't say 100 plus 45. Now it will be 100 minus 45, which is 55%, right? Good. So now let's multiply both sides. Let's cross multiply. And so 100% times x is x. I told you 100% times x is 1x, and so it will be x. So x is equal to 70,000 times 55%. I've always, don't leave the percentage. 70,000 times 55%. You get 38,500. You get 38,500. And so this is our selling price. So Panka bought the printer at 70,000. And then he sold it at 38,500. That was why he made a loss. That was why he made the loss. Are you okay? Good. Are you okay? Good. That's very, 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 very good. Now let's look at something. Opanka bought a machine at 90,000 Ghana cedis. Machine at 90,000 Ghana cedis. He sold it at 100,000 Ghana cedis. Find the profit. Find the profit, right? Good. And so with this, you are told he bought the machine at 90,000, he sold it at 100,000. So if you look at it, you realize that the profit is 10,000. And the profit is equal to the selling price minus the cost price. So he sold it at 100,000, then he bought it at 90,000. So the profit is what? 10,000 Ghana cedis. Very, very, very simple. Very, 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 very simple. And so assuming the question was, okay, Opanka made a profit of 10,000 on a machine he bought at 90,000. Find the selling price. You just add 10,000 plus 90,000, you get 100,000. Are you okay? So when you get to the exam mode, they can change the dynamics of the question. They can change the dynamics of the question. You get it? That's very good. Now Okay, I think that is it. That is it. And then, okay, now let's go to a different dynamics. I don't want you to meet it and then you'll be fumbling. Mm? Let's say you went to the exam hall now and they give you the cost price, the cost price to be 40,000, right? And then they give you the selling price, the selling price to be um, a selling price to be 50,000, right? And they ask you to find the profit percentage. Find the profit percentage. Find the profit percentage. You could see most of the questions that we saw. I'll give you the percentage. 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 But with this one, they've given you the cost price. They've given you the selling price. They want you to find the profit percentage. So it is just transfer of knowledge. What we already know, that always our cost price is what, 100%. Cost price is what, is 100%. Then our selling price is what, the 100% plus the profit percentage. All right, good. Now if you look at this question, we've been given the cost price as 40,000. So 40,000 is equal to 100%. Our selling price is 50,000. So 50,000 is equal to 100% plus our profit. We don't know our profit. Are we okay? Good. So we just do simple cross multiplication. So 40,000 will multiply this, 100% will multiply this. So let's do it. So 100% times 50,000 is 50,000 is equal to 40,000 multiplied by 100% plus P. Good. Plus P. And so it will be 40,000 multiplied by 100% is 40,000, right? 40,000. Good. Now 40,000 40,000 multiplied by P will be 40,000 P. 40,000 P is equal to 50,000, right? So just do make this the subject, and so this will stand alone. So it will be 50,000 minus 40,000 is equal to 40,000 P. My pen. So here will be 10,000, then here will be 40,000 P. So you divide both sides by 40,000, then by 40,000. So it will be, let me get my calculator. And so it will be 10,000 divided by 40,000. So you get what? 0.25. 0.25. So P equal to 0.25. Since it is in percentage, it will be what? Times 100. So it will be 25%. Please, do we understand? Okay, let me do another question so that you understand. I don't want you to go and meet the question and then you'll be fumbling. That is why I'm bringing this. You get it? But it's very simple. Just know that always our cost price is 100 and our selling price is 100 plus the profit. That is if they made a profit. But if they made a loss, it is 100 minus the loss. Now we have a question. They've given us our cost price, they've given us our selling price, they've asked us to. So if you look at it, you could realize that they made a profit. If you look at this, you realize that they made a profit. They made a profit of 10,000. Now they're asking you to find the profit percentage. The profit percentage. Now you know our cost price is always 100%. Now since we made a profit, it will be 100 plus P. Our selling price will be 100 plus P. If you had made a loss, it would have been 100 minus L. 100 minus L. And so our cost price of 40,000 is equal to 100%. 40,000 is equal to 100%. Then our selling price is 50,000. So 50,000 is equal to 100% plus P. We don't know this percentage. And so we just do cross multiplication. This will multiply this will multiply that, blah blah. Then you follow, you get P equal to this. This is a percentage multiplied by 100. you get 25%. Now let's look at this discussion. Okay, Opanka bought a machine at 30,000 Ghana cedis. So this is our cost price. And then he sold the machine at 25,000 Ghana cedis. So when you look at this, you realize that he made a loss. So just as we all know, our cost price is always 100%. Then our selling price is always 100. Because he made a loss, this will be 100 minus L. 100 minus what? Minus L. Good. So let's go. So our cost price is 30,000, right? So 30,000. So I want you to follow. 30,000 is equal to 100%. Our selling price is 25,000. So 25,000 is equal to 100% minus L. Minus L. So you multiply both sides. Very simple. Multiply this by this by this. So when you multiply 100%, supposed to not forget this percent. 100% times 25,000 will give you 25,000 is equal to this step that will multiply this. So it will be 30,000 100% minus L. So when you do it, 30,000 times 100% is 30,000. So 30,000. So 30,000 times L, negative L, is what? Is minus 30,000 L. So here's 25,000. So you bring this here. So with this you can, it can be 30,000 L is equal to 30,000 minus 25,000. Right? Good. Because we wanted this to be positive. You see, this is negative. So we brought it here and we took this here. You get it? We brought this negative so that it can be positive. So we brought negative 30,000 L here, and then we sent this 25,000 to the other side. That was why this 25 became negative. And so 30,000 L equal to 30,000 minus 25. You get what? 5,000. So you have 30,000 L. So you divide both sides by 30,000, here by 30,000. So the 30,000 will cancel the 30,000. So 5,000 divided by 30,000. Take your calculator. 5,000 divided by 30,000 will give you 0.166666. So 0.166666 blah blah blah. So you multiply by 100. When you multiply this by 100, you get 16.67%. So you convert it to 16.67%. All right. So now let's refresh our minds. I said, if you are given a cost price, Opanka went to buy a good cost price at 50,000 Ghana cedis. When he sold it, he made a profit of 30% on this good. So find the selling price. I've told you that cost price is always what? 100%. And our selling price is always, now because he made a profit, it will be 130%. I'll be getting good. So our cost price is 50,000. So 50,000 is got 100%. We don't know our selling price. So let X be our selling price. Right? Good. And so selling price is X, and this is 130%. So divide both sides. Multiply, cross multiply. And so 100% times X is 1X. But we say X, 50,000 times 50,000 times 130%. So you multiply 50,000 times 130% will give you 65,000. Hmm? So it means that our selling price is what? 65,000 Ghana cedis. Simple as that. Are you okay? Good. And so what I'm saying, okay, let's look at another example so that we close. Let's say you have Upanka sold a machine. Upanka sold a machine at 100,000 Ghana cedis. Sold a machine at 100,000 Ghana cedis. When he sold it, he made a profit. He made a profit. He made a profit of 50%. So sold. When you sold the machine at 100,000, you made a profit of it. So find the cost price. Find the cost price. So just as we know, always our cost price is what? 100%. Our selling price, now you can see that he made a profit. So it will be 100% plus the 50, so which is 150, right? So our selling price is 150. Now we don't know our cost price, so let X be our cost price. And so X will take the 100%. Our selling price we've been given as 100,000. So 100,000 is equal to 150%. So we just cross multiply, right? Good. So 100% times 100,000 is 100,000 is equal to 150% times X is 1.5x. Is 1.5x, right? Good. So let's multiply, sorry, let's divide both sides by 1.5 here by 1.5. So 100,000 divided by 1.5. Okay, we'll give you 66,666. So it will X is equal to 66,666 Ghana cedis, 67 pesos. You get it? Good. So basically, this is how it all works. And so when you know the dynamics, so everything boils down to this side. Always know that our cost price is 100%. Now selling price, if we made a profit, it is 100% plus the profit. If you made a loss, it is 100% minus the loss. So we just put in the values. If they give you here, you put it there. If they give you here, you put the value. If they don't give you one, you just represent it with the X. So sometimes they will give you this, they will give you this, and they will ask you to find this. So you just do simple cross multiplication, as simple as that, right? All right, I wish you all the best. So I'll send you this, and then when you are done watching, I'll give you questions. I'll give you past questions which were on this to see if you will be able to do it. Thank you. Have a wonderful Monday. God bless you all. Bye bye.